Hi, it's Bashir Ahmad, uh, Assistant Professor, Department of IT, Jammu College, Trichy. So, in this video, we are going to see about the concept of class in C++. So, classes and objects. Classes can represent the real-world objects. While declaring the class, four attributes should be considered. One is data members, second one is member function, third one is program access level, private, public, protected. Fourth one is class name. So data members is nothing but any variables present inside the class. Member function is a function present inside the class. Programming access level, we can decide the programming access level by means of three keywords: private, public and protected. The fourth one is class tag name. The fourth one is tag name. Member function can be defined either inside or outside the class. So these are the things we are going to see about the classes and object. We will also discuss about the object in the next slide. So let us consider the concept of classes by taking this simple program. Observe the program carefully. So in this program, the name of the class is 1. So 1 is an identifier or tag name of the class. So if you want to declare any class, you should give the name of the class. The name of the class is considered as a tag name. Point number 2. Inside the class, we can place data members and member function. So here the data members is integer a, b, c. Here the member function is get. So a, b, c is a data members, get is a member function. So this data members accessing level is private. So what is the meaning for that one? Means a, b, c can be used inside the class. That is the concept of private. If you declare anything as a public, here in this program I have declared get is a member function which is declared in the public part. That can be, this member function can be accessed outside the class. Particularly in this program, I am calling this e.get in the main function. So if it is a private, I can't call. Since it is a public, I can call e.get like this. Another thing is that if you declare private integer a, b, c, I cannot access inside the main. Let us discuss about this one. So observe this program. Inside the main function, 1 is the name of the class. E is an object. E is called an object. So if you want to access the data member function inside the class, we should create an object. Without an object, we cannot access the data or member function present inside the class. So since C++ is called object oriented programming. The next thing is there is one OOPS principle called data encapsulation. So what is data encapsulation? Data encapsulation, if the member function and data members are binds to a single unit, data and functions binds into a single unit, then it is called data encapsulation. Data encapsulation can be achieved through the concept of class. Another OOPS principle is called inheritance. If this class is used by the another class, then we can get the concept of inheritance. The concept of inheritance can be posted in the later videos. And also, I want to say the concept of constructor. If the name of the class and the name of the member function is same, then the program contains the constructor. So constructor is used to allocate the memory. There are three types of constructor in your C++. One is default constructor, two is copy constructor, third one is parameters constructor. So these are the three types of constructors available in C++. Okay, let us discuss the execution of this program. When you compile this program, 1E is an object, already I said that. e dot get. If we call e dot get, what will happen means the get function will be executed. The get function will be executed, so you will get the answer as 100. That is a equal 10, b equal to 90, c equal to a plus b, 10 plus 90, you will get 100. C out is the output statement in C++. Okay. That's it about the basics of this class and object. Later we will post about the program using two classes. We will discuss some more things. Thank you. Bye.